If you were an oyster, what would your life be like? As an oyster, life isn't as glamorous as you might think. You might end up on a fancy seafood platter, or occasionally form a beautiful pearl inside you. As an oyster, your real life is far tougher than it seems. Right now, you're just a baby oyster. In the first few seconds of your life, it's like being tossed into a giant buffet. But obviously, you're not the customer, you're on the menu. From the moment you hatch, you're just a tiny speck in the vast ocean. No shell, no home. Not even the skills to protect yourself. All you can do is drift with the current, completely at the mercy of the sea. Most of your siblings won't survive their youth. Some get eaten by fish. Others get swept into places unfit for survival. You're lucky to make it through. And now, you need to find a suitable place to settle. A hard, stable surface to cling to for life. Maybe a rock, maybe a pier piling, or even another oyster's shell. Once you pick your spot, you're saying goodbye to moving forever. You secrete a special substance to glue yourself in place. From that moment on, you can't move. Your world shrinks to just water flowing around you. At first, things seem simple. You start to grow slowly, using calcium carbonate to build around your soft, fragile body. Layer after layer of hard shell. It gets thicker, harder, stronger, while your body stays soft and vulnerable. Survival for you is all about filtering seawater. You suck in water, extract tiny plankton and organic debris, then spit the rest out. That's your life. Filter, eat, grow. Your nature's water purifier. A simple but vital job. Without creatures like you, the ocean would turn murky, full of tiny, suspended particles. Most marine life couldn't eat that stuff. Currents bring everything you need to survive, but they also bring crabs, starfish, and other predators, plus sudden changes in water temperature or shifting tides, all of which threaten your life. You can't run, you can't fight. Your only defense is to clamp your shell shut and hope for the best. Even then, for some relentless enemies, your defenses are just a flimsy barrier. Especially the fearsome starfish. It moves slowly, silently creeping onto you, wrapping you in its soft but powerful arms. If it manages to pry your shell, even a tiny crack, it'll shove its stomach inside you, digesting you alive from the inside out. Even if you escape predators, you can't escape humans. They harvest oysters by the thousands, prying you off rocks, then cracking open your shell to eat you raw. If you fall into their... Not every oyster makes it through. Storms are even worse. Powerful waves can rip you from your home, tossing you into unfamiliar waters. Too much fresh water can shock your system, making it impossible to open your shell. Sometimes life throws a curveball. A grain of sand or a parasite slips inside your shell, irritating your soft body. For most creatures, this small irritation might mean nothing, but your body reacts immediately, secreting layers of nacre, that smooth, shiny stuff lining your shell, coating the intruder layer by layer, over time forming a pearl. A rare and beautiful accident that's fascinated humans for centuries. The irony is, if you do make a pearl, humans want you even more. They'll pry open your shell to take the pearl and toss your body aside. But humans aren't willing to wait for this lucky chance, so they invented pearl farming, turning you into a pearl-making machine. They insert a small bead into your body. Your body senses the foreign object and tries to protect itself as always, coating it with layers of nacre. The bead gets covered and turns into a pearl. Your natural defense mechanism becomes part of an industry. The pearls you produce come in different colors, depending on the environment. Most are white or creamy, but if the water has special minerals or your genes are unique, you might produce black, golden, pink, or even blue pearls. A perfect, smooth, round pearl could be worth a fortune, but if it's ugly or oddly shaped, don't expect it to end up in a jewelry store. Now, about your love life, don't expect anything romantic. No dates, no mates, not even contact. Just a chaotic, ocean-wide spawning event. Millions of sperm and eggs released into the water at once, hoping for a lucky match. Even wilder, your gender isn't fixed. This year, you might produce sperm. Next year, you might produce eggs. Not tied to one gender. You switch based on the population's needs. Congrats, you're nature's most flexible parent. One thing's comforting, you're not alone. Over time, more and more oysters settle near you. Some even attach to your shell or squeeze into your crevices. Generation after generation piles up, from a lonely existence to a thriving oyster reef. Crabs crawl through the gaps, small fish dart around, barnacles latch onto your shell uninvited. Before you know it, you're the landlord of an underwater community, responsible.
You might wonder, what about old age? Unlike humans, there's no cozy retirement. Your shell starts to wear down. You filter more slowly until you can no longer open. If you're lucky, your remains become part of the oyster reef. New oysters settle on you, continuing the cycle. If you're unlucky, a bored crab might crack you open to eat. Your empty shell rolls along the seafloor, eventually swallowed by sand, fading away. That's your life as an oyster.